Remember that your statement of commitment is one half of the documents that the levelling panel at the Arts Council will receive. You need to summarise what your school is all about. You could mention your school's motto, anything to do with statistics around your local area or free school meals. Really important things that those members of the levelling panel need to know about your school before you talk about the journey that you're going to go on and the position that you're in now. You need to remember your end point when you're writing your statement of commitment. What will you write in that case study, the second document and the final document that you'll submit, that needs to be talked about in this statement of commitment so that you've shown that journey between the two documents. Number 2, the new Artsmark is formulated to utilise the work that you're already doing in school. So you need to use what you've written in your school improvement or development plan to feed into that statement of commitment. And it might be that your Artsmark journey highlights elements that need to be in that school improvement and development plan for next year. Number 3, use your self-assessment tool and quality principles to demonstrate the strengths that you have in your school. Look at that self-assessment tool and figure out the things that you do brilliantly and make sure you talk about those. Which brings me on to number 4, demonstrate the areas for improvement. So where you've highlighted those strengths, you'll also see the gaps that you need to work on, and they might be the summary for your journey, but make sure that 3 and 4, those strengths and improvements, are really clearly displayed. Number 5, thoroughly read the question before you answer. This might seem really obvious, but it's really important, particularly in question 1, which has 2 parts. Those 2 parts need to be answered equally. Don't pay more attention to one part than the other. Number 6, the word count is not only a maximum, but the point that you should be aiming for. Anything over 500 words per question will be returned from the Arts Council to be amended in your school. That's also the same for any answers that are slightly too short. You need to be aiming for that 500. Any answers that are considerably shorter than that 500, the Arts Council will want to know why you haven't utilised that really small word count to demonstrate the breadth of the offer that you have in your school. Number 7, there needs to be no formatting in these answers. The only formatting that you are allowed are bullet points. Bullet points need to be introduced and concluded with a paragraph of text and shouldn't be used more than twice in the 6 questions of your statement of commitment. Any other formatting will result in your statement of commitment being returned by the Arts Council to your school. Make sure there are no tables, no headings, no subtitles, and make sure that the answers are made up of free text to ensure that that doesn't happen to you. Number 8, include how you'll evidence the impact and pupil voice. They're really, really important points about the difference that your Artsmark journey will make on your young people and the reason that you're embracing Artsmark in your school. Number 9, your head and chair of governors must sign the document for it to be accepted by the Arts Council. This can be an electronic signature, or it can be printed, signed and scanned back on to be emailed back to the Arts Council. It cannot be typed. Number 10, before here at Rio we read your statement of commitment, we would really like it if you shared it with as many colleagues as possible. Have you got a colleague that you trust to provide you with some really great feedback around your statement of commitment? Remember, this is a whole school approach and you need that backing of staff to make sure that your document is ready to be submitted. Once all those steps are completed, you will be ready to send your statement of commitment through to me, jade.poole, P-O-O-L-E, @realideas.org. I'll then send you any feedback that it requires and you'll be ready to submit it to Artsmark@artscouncil.org.uk.